This my good side or is this my good side? We might have to switch seats, man.
Now, she meant for you to turn around. Stand up and turn around.
Oh, we gotta switch sides,
turn
man.
around, stand up, turn around, put your knee on the couch.
Hey,
That's
Dante,
your
you
good
weren't
side,
honest
man.
with me. She's been honest. This is my good
That's a
side.
good He ain't got no good side. All my sides are good.
Who told you that?
I know. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Welcome to Inside the Real Room podcast featuring Alvin and
Darryl.
Yes, sir. Darryl.
What's up, man? You good?
Hey, how you feel,
Hey,
Darryl?
thank y'all for joining us today, man. Glad y'all tuning in.
Hey, come on in the room, inside the room. Don't touch that mic, man.
I know, yeah, you got penalized last week.
Yeah,
Don't let it happen again, man.
It made me to do like this. I thought hands up. I wasn't under arrest for
How your week was this week, man?
Man, week was great, man. Once again, long week. I know it's gonna be long for the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
But I'm in it to win it, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm in it to win it, Make it happen.
Got to.
Make it happen, Captain. How about yours?
Oh man,
And how you been?
Same old, man. I don't make no noise, man. I've been working out, man.
Okay.
Trying to get down to my fighting weight, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know who you gonna fight, cause I'm gonna be the promoter of that fight.
I don't have to pick somebody, man.
I got somebody for you.
Who is that? Oh, your boy?
Yeah, I got somebody for you. Now, they say the old man can hit.
Old man?
Yeah.
I can't be fighting no old man.
Man, who? Why, man? I don't think he like you, so that should make it be easy.
Well, beat up somebody, man.
Man, you ain't gonna
beat up no old man.
Man, that man he might surprise you. That left might be quicker than what you think it is.
Who you talking about, man?
Huh? Morgan.
Who? Oh,
Morgan.
man, please, man.
Hey.
That's your partner in crime?
Man, Morgan say, sit it up, Alvin. I got it. Well, I sit it up. You know what?
To Tim House?
Huh?
It ain't going past first round.
It ain't?
I'm going to knock his old ass out.
Who? You ain't going by the first round. You get knocked, you knocking him out.
I just told you, man.
Man, Vegas say he gonna knock the shit out.
Hey, man, get back on the script, man. Let's go, man.
Man, you know what I said? Just get down the box. I ain't saying nothing about it. That's what you say. I'm getting down the weight, the box. What division is gonna be?
Heavyweight, man.
And you hitting the bag now?
All the time, man.
Okay.
You know how I get on?
Well, I want to see your training. Boy, I got to be there. Man, what we gonna talk about today, man?
Talk about what's going on, man.
Man,
you know what we do?
What's
Turn
happening?
events, man.
Hey, did you look at the Super Bowl?
Man, boo. Super Bowl was a waste of time, man. Halftime show was the only thing to watch.
Man, what did you just say?
You heard it.
Man, we trying to get an audience, not lose an audience, man. Come on. Man, that was history.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah, 2 black quarterbacks. And we went on.
It wasn't the first time, so.
I mean, I'm just saying that's right inside of black history, right?
It was boring.
Well, you knew that was coming.
No. Kansas City was out of gas, man. They should have put up a fight.
They've been out of gas all year long.
Nah, man. There's no
The
excuse
officials been helping them out. Did you think that?
Hey.
Well, they've been out of gas all year long.
This is the Super Bowl. This y'all still supposed to compete.
You know what
They
happened?
laid down, man.
When they changed that rule with the officials, right there at the Super Bowl, man, I say it's gonna be a fair game. And they called a fair game.
The boys is out of gas, man.
Man, out of gas, man. You know what? Them boys was getting beat up from the line of scrimmage on both sides.
And guess what, Al? Them boys in the playoffs going to the Super Bowl every year. That's catching. That done caught up with them. Ain't no breaks. You ain't got no break.
This year, I didn't think they was good as they have been. I'm saying they got the breaks this year
agree.
with all the calls.
This probably was the worst team they had since Pat had been playing. No doubt about that.
Well, let me ask you this.
But they ran through the league.
But let me ask you this. Do you think, honestly, they ran through the league with them winning, or did they ran through the league with them getting some help?
I can't call it, man. I don't know. From what I seen, they ain't got no help.
Well, that's why you didn't see the Super Bowl. You were asleep then, huh?
No, man. I was disappointed, man. I wanted to see a competitive game from start to finish. I'm thinking, it's going to go down to the fourth quarter. If you lose by 10 points, 13, a field goal, something.
Well, Duke called it. Duke called. He said, hey, it's gonna be over by halftime.
Yeah,
I say, man, they're gonna put up a fight now. We talking about KC. He said, no, it's gonna be over by halftime.
Yeah, I couldn't
he said
believe
they
that.
ain't gonna be able to that front line, like he said, they ain't gonna be able to keep up with them.
No,
and it shows the truth.
They couldn't. All them flaws showed. That's what happened. All them flaws.
That
showed.
front line. That
Oh,
front
yeah,
line. Who that front line consists of? That front
They
line.
was shaking up.
Huh? They were shaking up.
KC line was shaking up. They picking and plugging people in the holes.
No, I'm not talking about KC. I'm talking about the Eagles front line.
I know what you're talking about. I hear
I'm
you.
talking about the Eagles front line. Come on now. Come on with it now.
Al, KC ain't had no line. Period.
Well,
The
so
boys
you
got-
just
like I
you
just
just
said,
refuse
they
to
was
say
plugging people in there.
you just refuse to say that them Georgia boys control that
They no
front
longer
line.
play for Georgia. Quit counting it out.
I say the Georgia boys. I didn't say they play for Georgia, but you know what? They been there before. They had 2 natties, so they knew what it was gonna be. Man, you got.
Al,
Man,
you
you
win in
got-
college don't mean you win in the pros, man. It don't work that way.
Oh, if you're a winner, you're a winner.
Don't
I
work
know
that
you.
way,
See,
man.
I know you've been a loser. You know pretty much everything. So if you're a winner, you're a winner. I'm a winner. Georgia been winning, so I know you're
Lately,
a loser,
y'all just
right?
started
Yeah.
winning.
Well, you know. So
How many championships you got? How many championships you got?
Well, let me just do this right here. When we talk about the Eagles, right, that front line, we talking about Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, right? And then come out the edge, you had Nolan Smith and we the Kobe Dean who held him down, middle linebacker. He was hurt. So, you know, they say we're going to do this for our buddy, right? And then Keely, man, and then you had Klein, which Klein, he had just come along just
Davis
right
ain't
before.
did shit all year until the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
That dude was
man,
a wasted pick, man.
I see Davis do who was that Washington quarterback? Jalen, I see him take him in. He pushed him to the side. He pushed the man to the side. I said, boop. And hit him so fast. I was like, man, them boys move quick.
He in the Pro Bowl?
Don't worry about the
Exactly.
Pro Bowl.
That
The
man
Pro
ain't
Bowl,
did
the
that,
Pro Bowl
man.
gone. They didn't have to, you know what? It's the Pro Bowl, then it's the Super Bowl. They was too busy to even think about
No, was he
the Pro
nominated?
Bowl.
You still could get nominated and just don't go.
You know,
He ain't did nothing all year, man.
man, nominating just don't go. Man, I wouldn't want to be nominated for a flag football game. Come on, man, be for real.
Flag football?
That's what it is, flag football game. Flag football. The Pro Bowl, flag football with Payne and Eli Manning because they can't tackle and play no more, so they got a good game for them. Flag football.
I'm saying being nominated.
Man,
When
come
you're an
on.
NFL player, that's an honor, man.
Guess
That's an honor.
what? Guess what? The Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm glad for them.
Congratulations.
I'm glad for.
How many
I'm
you
glad
got?
for.
How many Atlanta Falcons
You
got?
said how many
Atlanta
Super
Falcons
Bowls
got, yeah.
we've have hosted?
No, hosted.
Yeah.
How many you hosted?
How many
How many you hosted?
the Atlanta have hosted?
Not more than us.
We hosted 3.
That's it.
You can't never forget the college that you came from. You know, they came from the University of Georgia. They Georgia boys, you know, so it is what it is. You know?
Saints. Hey, stop. Let me stop you in your tracks
Okay,
right now. You get
okay,
a little,
okay.
you get a
I'm
little
listening.
off, you get a little off road
I'm
too
listening.
free.
Go ahead.
Hey, look,
Go ahead.
the Saints have players and coaches that came from them that in the Super Bowl too.
They were part of the
You know
Super
that?
Bowl? They were
yes.
part of the Super Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Zach Bourne,
Now, Zach is a good player.
Gardner Johnson. Two
Right.
players, two, and Zach Bourne is an all-pro.
Yeah. Now, Zach, I'm gonna tell you something. The Saints had him playing on the line, right?
They had him playing wrong.
Yeah.
Out of position.
Yeah, they did. And the Eagles shifted to linebacker.
That's
right?
what he need.
Oh wow!
They drafted him as a linebacker, but they moved him out of position,
Wow.
and he go there, and now he an all-pro.
Yeah,
They got that boy for 3.6 million. Stole him for nothing.
yeah, they did.
And Gardner Johnson, we couldn't coach him. That was his problem. The boy bad. He a real good cover safety.
Mm-hmm.
So we traded him for actually nothing 2 years ago, and then he went to 3 years ago. Then he went to Detroit for a year.
Right.
Then he ended up back in Philly, and they won the Super Bowl this year.
Wow, that means they lost Philly game.
Crazy. And for KC, Joe Cullen used to be one of our coaches. He coached the Saints,
Well-
and now he the defensive line coach for Kansas City. So we still part of that tree too, man.
Well, bad.
You holler about your boy, your Georgia boy.
What you say he was a D-line coach?
Yeah,
I see why they got ran off.
Spag run that show, man. You know that.
Well, I see why they got ran off. Just him being on that coaching staff is bad.
And you
know.
talking about Philly. Y'all pay attention to this. Philly coach, quarterback coach Doug Netsmeyer. He was drafted by the Saints. His son, guess where his son played at?
Well, for the Saints, Little League.
No, Louisiana State University.
yeah.
Put some respect on that.
For
Put some
Saints,
respect
Little
on that.
But
And you better hope he don't go to New Orleans and coach down there because his
that's
son gonna
all
be
bad,
drafted.
though. That's all bad.
Huh?
Because they lost.
Who lost?
The Saints was part of them losing. That's all bad.
Philadelphia quarterback coach. What you all about lost?
They
won.
Well, so
they won.
I'll say it. We gonna clap for that.
Yeah, that makes me feel good. Appreciate it.
I can't leave y'all.
Okay, well, Georgia boys did okay then. I'm gonna go ahead and give it up. I'm gonna go ahead and give it up, man.
Give it up. Hey, and this was the thing, right? Going into the beginning of the year with that defense, they had was that Devin White that went over there, the linebacker that was hurt, come from Tampa Bay. So supposedly he was gonna start.
Where he went to school at? Where he went to school? See, you talking about college? See where he went to school at?
He went to school to Xavier.
Keep it going.
But
keep it going.
But he's supposed to have been the starter. You know what the defensive coordinator say? Hey, no. I'm going with Zach and N'Kobe Dean. And N'Kobe Dean, he had last year, he came out the bench. He said, man, they saw something and said, I'm going with Zach and N'Kobe Dean. Man, them guys, man, they was hell.
Yeah, boy, I didn't think Zach was going to be that good. He came out of nowhere.
Man, boy.
And since you're talking about colleges, LSU is the only college that has, for every Super Bowl since 2002, that have a player on either team in the Super Bowl every year. That's history, man. Write that down. Write that down, man. That's history.
No, you got to go back and name some of them right there. I don't believe that.
What you mean?
Name a player.
Name a player. For every Super Bowl since 2002.
Since 2000. Okay. Name the player in 2002.
I give you 2 or 3 of them.
Give it to me.
Okay, Jarvis Green, lineman from LSU. Who's that running back? Kevin Falk. Come on, man, don't play with me.
Man, nobody know nothing about them people, man. They can't. Them little leaguers, man. Nobody know
that ball played with the Patriots. They went to the Super Bowl 4 times,
man. If you had said something else different, Green.
Yes.
Who the hell is Green?
He was a lineman for.
Never heard of him.
Let's go. Move on. You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Come on, move on.
You say name somebody. I gave you somebody. You
just looked up.
Rohan David. Look that up. When you get home, go look it up. Rohan David.
Rohan?
Yeah.
Man,
he played quarterback. He was quarterback for LSU.
That's a cowboy, man. Quit playing. Let's go. Rohan David? Man, that's a cowboy. Come on, give me somebody else. Okay.
You got to do your history, man. You got to do your history.
2019, give me somebody.
And since you don't like me talking about LSU, let's touch back on Saints' involvement with some of these players.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes came this close to being a Saint, man. So, I ain't lying, man. Listen.
Man,
you finished? You finished?
Inside the railroad jokester. Let's go.
You finished?
Jokes, okay,
I'm giving you. I'm teaching you history lessons.
Okay, man.
Sean Payton had a private workout with him. Nobody knew about this. It leaked, and Andy Reid found out. We was drafted ahead of Kansas City.
Okay.
But Andy Reid got on the phone, called, and they moved on and picked up Mahomes.
So he was gonna brag up Drew Brees then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd have stayed there for 2 years. Brees would have left earlier. We'd have ran him out of town.
He was winning. I don't think he was gonna run out. I think
his last years he wouldn't win nothing, man.
Patrick did the right thing. He went right on over there to KC. So he did the right thing.
The right thing.
Yeah. Andy Reid did the right thing, jumping up, and getting Patty. Because they ain't had nobody over there but Alex Smith.
Just think.
They ran Alex Smith out of town, right?
Just think that boy on this side of town, in the NFC. I would have ran everything, man. We had good defenses. We just didn't have everything else is falling apart.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that boy would have got us over that hump a couple times. Even that the Rams game, we should have been in the Super Bowl. They cheated that game.
So how many? So y'all hosted this past Super Bowl,
yep.
right? How many Super Bowls have Alvin hosted?
We tied for number 1. We have 11. 1-1. That's history,
okay.
Right? You better write.
Where
you pinning your notes, man? Write that down.
I use a pen to sign checks. I hate it.
How many times you guys had it?
We had 3.
Ain't
we
bad.
had actually we had one in 1994, which was Super Bowl 28. We had one in 2000, which was Super Bowl 34. And then the latest one was Super Bowl 53.
I heard everybody hated it down here.
No, they
They
liked
said
it,
it
right?
sucked. They couldn't move around town.
Well, we had a couple at the Georgia Dome, and then we had the last one at the
They
Mercedes.
said y'all ain't got no
Stadium.
public transportation, man. The people was mad.
Man, we had we had one that had a lot of controversies in it too. You know, that was that Super. We won't talk about that Super Bowl in 1994, though. Or do we want to talk about that one?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah,
You brought it up?
Yeah, well,
I'm listening.
That's the one that Ray Lewis got accused of murder. You know, murder, she wrote,
That's in Atlanta, too.
In Atlanta,
He
man.
wish he never came to Atlanta.
Now, Now, I always had a question about that, right?
Yeah.
You know, they said Ray Lewis. Now I saw him. He had on all white. You know, and they said the guy got stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it would be some blood somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
him,
yeah.
right?
You got all white
Right.
on.
So that proved he didn't do it. You know, so the people with him,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you know.
But you know, when you're the big name, they got to point the finger and blame
well,
you.
you gotta protect him.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta protect him. Like Michael Vick should have been protected, but that's another story.
That's a whole totally different other story, man.
That's another story. So we gonna test that one right there.
So,
when the Super Bowl, any of the Super Bowls in New Orleans, did you attend in on them? Did you?
nah, I ain't went to none. We'd go down there and go party and stuff,
Right.
and go back home. It was like a 2-hour drive, so we'd go back home. But for as going to inside the game, we wouldn't.
Right.
But when it was here, me and my friends, we like the Friday, Saturday, we all downtown.
Right.
It was packed everywhere. The malls. We had fun though, man. It was like really getting that experience, man. And the Super Bowls bring so much money and so many people come. Like the city jumping, man. The city be booming.
Right.
And especially here in Atlanta,
yeah.
man, it was crazy.
Yeah. It's the place to be when you have one.
You ever been to one?
Not to one, but what we would always have was parties. I
Yeah.
hosted a party, you know, every all three of them.
But
You know,
how many
yeah.
people was that? 2 people?
Man, yeah, it was me, you was there.
No, you and Lawrence. It was
me,
you and
you
Lawrence.
was 2 people,
Y'all
me and
calling
you.
everybody. Y'all
Yeah,
coming
me
to a
too.
Super Bowl party?
But
Like,
no,
we ain't going to that.
Me, Lawrence, man.
I told you.
James, and we were always like, you know, James would say, hey, buddy, what I need to bring? James, we having a party. Bring everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you know, we having a party. So, you know, we would always have a party that Friday, Saturday, and Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah. One of them we had down at Metropolitan Lanes, right? It was an old Metropolitan. Well, it's still down there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one down there, you know, and we hosted probably about 75 people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And what we used to do too, we used to bet like them squares. So it'd be a whole group of us that betted
Right,
squares. So
right,
we'd all
right,
get together,
right.
go to somebody's house, and we'd watch the game.
Right.
And you know, so you could get paid when the game over and stuff. We used to do that a lot too.
Right.
I used to like that too.
Yeah,
Get a little extra money.
Yeah. I liked that too. You know, square, especially if you can win it all.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. At first, I didn't even know how to play, but I'd win sometimes. So I just kept playing.
Right. Well, speaking of betting on Super Bowls now, I hear that Floyd won like mega money on this past one, right?
Oh, for real? I didn't hear that.
But Gorilla lost $128K.
Yeah, I heard her say that.
Yeah. Did you hear what else she said? Yeah, she said, hey, you know, I lost $128K. Anybody want to buy it? I'm selling it.
She said what?
Anybody want to buy it? I'm selling it.
What mean? What?
You know, just turn around and hit yourself on the back.
I ain't heard that one before.
Yeah, you know.
I'd have looked that one up in that Webster Dictionary.
Yeah. Oh boy, there you go, Webster again. You said Webster was little man. Webster ain't no dictionary to you.
No, that's your dictionary.
Yeah. So y'all won the Super Bowl.
Of course.
One.
Y'all never had. Since you say we won, let me tell you about my experience, man.
That old.
When we won that year, I didn't go to the game, but I went to a Super Bowl party. My uncle had one down in Noonan, so we went down there. And for the parade, Drew was going to school at LSU, so I flew down there and we drove to the parade. And that was my first time seeing these NFL players up front, close and live.
Right.
You know, in a parade, like they right. You could touch them. They right up. So that was a real good experience. We had fun that night too. And I never forget Jeremy Shockey. I thought he was tall, but this dude was cut and big. And I never forget that, man. That was like, that image is stuck with me. Because on TV, he don't look that big.
Right.
But in person, I like, oh yeah, he was a giant, man.
So did he come to New York or he went from y'all to New York? Or from
He was in New York, then he came. He
came
down.
Yeah.
He was a tough one, man. That dude was tough as
But
that.
was Jimmy Graham still there when he came, or was he before?
He was
Graham?
before. He was before Jimmy. Jimmy came later on.
Okay, I got you.
You don't know nothing about parades or anything like that. I can't even ask you how you felt about a parade. You ain't had
How I
none.
felt about what the Super Bowl?
No. What about the pre-parades y'all had before the game?
The first one. The first
No,
one.
no, stop. Listen, y'all the only team that had a pre-celebration for the Super Bowl.
Well, the first one, we played Denver.
I never forget that.
Man, I knew Eugene Robinson, man, didn't do what I said, we losing already. Man, he out trying to find a prostitute when he should have been, looking at he should have really been in this book, in his playbook, man.
He should have took that damn dog collar off.
Yeah. I'm like, man, what's going on?
But that was a good party too. I never forget that. I was kind of freshly new around there.
Right.
So a dude we worked with had a party, and the whole house is Atlanta Falcon fans.
Right.
He ordered Subway, so they got Subway sandwiches. It was a good party.
They
was all cut up. Everybody,
okay.
It was good. Everybody having fun. Everybody drinking. Then when y'all start losing, he started throwing people out of the house. I'll never forget that shit, man. He was mad, arguing too. Man, he was mad.
I knew we was gonna lose that one. But this latest one, man, we had Tom Brady and them down. Only thing we had to do is just keep stomping them, man. Just keep stomping them.
You had a party that year.
I had a party. You was there too.
I was the happiest camper when the game was over.
And you know what? James left and got home and called me and said, "Congratulations, Mr. Slocum, you won Super Bowl." That did. I was like, oh man.
It was quiet in there too. Y'all was jumping around, partying.
Man, we were partying.
After halftime, the decibel started going down.
No, the decibel started going down to the fourth quarter. The decibel started going, and it was 3rd and 1 or something like that. And the only thing Matt Ryan had to do was hand the ball off to Freeman or Coleman. We were killing them.
That was the dumbest call.
That was
the
dumbest call.
Both of your running backs was averaging
6 yards a carry.
Why not run the ball?
We was killing them.
They wanted him to be the hero. That's what happened.
No, I think Kyle Shanahan. Don't blame
that, man.
I think Kyle Shanahan set us up.
You look kind of hurt, man. You all right?
Well, I'm crying, man. I'm crying, man. Every time that come up, I'm crying, man. No, you can't ask me no question.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you can't ask me no question.
Hey, does that shit hurt?
Man, look, I told you can't ask me no question, man. No.
Hey, people want to know, man, how you feel, man.
They know how I feel. They see how I feel.
And you think everybody in Atlanta feel like that?
Huh? Man, that was crazy. And the next day when I went to my office, I said, turn the TV. The TV stayed off for 2 weeks.
For real?
2 weeks. And the first person that came in my office was a Patriot fan. When I got there, my secretary told him, say, "Hey, you better not say nothing to him." He came in, he didn't say nothing. Matter of fact, he was shaking. Because he thought I was going to start throwing stuff.
Hey, no, people was, though. There was some people on the news.
Man.
People was on the news smashing their TVs and all that.
For real?
No, you know what happened? Y'all had that parade. And no team had no parade before the Super Bowl. Y'all had a parade. Everybody in the street like y'all in college.
What happened? I knew when they say Shanahan lost his playbook.
Oh, yeah, that was dirty, too. That was
it's a setup. Yeah. It's a setup. Because he was leaving, going right to San Francisco.
Yep.
And ask Freeman. Freeman came out about a year ago and said it was a setup.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You think Belichick had that playbook?
Man.
Yeah. Huh?
But still, it wouldn't make no difference. It was just one play, one call.
Oh, yeah, that turned everything around.
One play, one call.
Everything switched. Momentum switched.
Yeah, one play,
and
one
just
call.
run the ball. You kick a field goal. Y'all field goal kicker was missing
I
nothing.
never saw Brady and Belichick. Brady was slamming his head. Yeah. Belichick was talking. Belichick don't even talk.
What he said?
I was like, what he said? Interpret.
You understood what he said? You understood what he said? That's how you used to be when you was coaching.
Man, Brady slammed his helmet down so hard, everything, bro. I say, man.
And both of them to be like that, I ain't never seen them like that.
Me neither.
Oh, they couldn't do nothing right. Nothing was working.
Nothing. And Grady had one of the best games because Grady was real young. You know, he had one of the best games, and the cornerbacks too. I was like, okay.
Yeah, cornerbacks for a quarter, for one half.
Yeah,
shit,
one play, one call.
Third and fourth, it was over.
Hey, one play, one call. That's.
Can I ask you a question?
Man, you just asked me a question, man. How many more questions you got to ask me,
I need the truth, man. These people want to know the truth, man.
Man.
How I feel. It hurt? It still hurt?
Man, can I ask you a question?
It still hurt?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes or no, man?
Man,
people want to know, man.
Y'all rings that y'all got, right? It's like ring around the tub. They so old. You got a ring around the tub.
We got one.
You know.
Hey, look, it's the have and have nots. You saw the Tyler Perry show? The have you the have nots, and I'm the have.
Man, ask Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki said we won the Super Bowl.
Oh, no. You better tell Miss Nikki the truth, man. Cut that out, man. And she believe it too. Cut that out, man.
But you know what? Now they saying some teams they never went to the Super Bowl. I don't know who they are. Do you know who they are?
Did Cleveland ever go?
I don't know. It says
I think it's like maybe four.
I think 3 or 4.
And Detroit,
they have never
Detroit never won. I think Detroit, Cleveland. I don't think that's 2. I don't think them 2 ever been.
Wow. Imagine that. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad right there. You know, that's bad. But
that's terrible.
And now this what I want to say about the next year's Super Bowl. Guess where it's gonna be at?
Who got a new stadium? Anybody?
Philly. It's gonna be in Philly.
It's gonna be in Philly.
It's gonna be in Philly.
Damn, I thought it was gonna be in Cali somewhere.
Man, 60 gonna be in Philly.
Ooh. I don't even keep up with numbers no more. All them X's and L's and all that shit. I don't even know what number the damn Super Bowl
you know what?
be,
you don't? L, you don't know what L is?
Nope.
L is 50.
L for love.
No, L is 50.
I love to talk shit.
X is 10.
I love that.
B is 5.
Nobody care about that.
I is 1. You said you don't know what it means, so I'm just telling you what it means.
I didn't ask you for your info.
Well, yeah, you did. You asked people y'all heard and say, I don't know what it means.
I don't
know what it means. I just told you what it is. L, that's 50. X, that's 10.
You know the basics.
V,
and L and all that other shit, man.
So what else you gonna get? L. You gonna get L, ride it out. When you get L, that's 100.
You okay?
No, just saying, you know.
You okay? You getting all sweaty in the face,
so
man.
let me ask you this then.
You okay?
When you put this last Super Bowl together, right? And it was Super Bowl 59, right?
What you talking about?
I'm finna ask you a question.
You going off script, man?
So, no. What's the room numbers for 50 Bowl for Super 9?
I don't pay attention to the room numbers. I didn't even watch them this year. It's not like they advertising this shit. Nobody care about that, man. Play football. Who playing?
Well, I'm just going to tell you anyway. It'll be L, X.
Who cares, L?
I, X. Let me just tell you now.
These people don't care about that shit, man. They want to see a game.
The people,
they want to see a game.
This education right here at the time.
Oh, so now you're a school teacher.
Yeah, I am. Oh, yeah. That, you don't like that?
You the only one laughing, man. Get back on track, man. You riding off the road, man.
We talking about Super Bowl.
Can I ask you a question, man?
Man,
serious. Hey, we gonna be
how many more questions you gonna ask me, man? I guess. You running out now. I'm just telling you right now. You running out. So I guess you can ask me this.
So what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Let's talk about the halftime show. You know, Serena Williams was, man, Kendrick Lamar, you know, who did, I think he did great.
He tore it down.
Yeah. Now, Serena Williams was there, and she did the crip walk, right? And so many controversies, so many negative things that was going on about that, right? You know, what you think about that?
I think people just overreact. I just hate how Stephen A. made some comments too. I just hate how they try to say just because you say it, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But they was pissing me off because everybody be so negative. You know, this 2025. Right. We ain't doing that negative no more, man.
No.
Stephen A. was one of the people, and he was like, well, if that was my wife, she couldn't be doing this, and I wouldn't let her do that A, B, and C, whatever. And Ryan Clark was trying to calm him down like it ain't even that serious. And everybody tried to tell that to Drake, but it was bigger than that. To Drake, but it was bigger than that.
Well, I heard him say he would divorce her or something like that.
That's crazy. Right. This woman had been married and had kids. He got 2 kids. You think she worried about somebody she dated years ago? He the one that be in his feelings still care about that. In 2022, he made a song and mentioning her husband. Right. Called him a groupie.
Well, it's 2 things I want to say about that, right? I want to say about Stephen A., the response that her husband said to him.
I saw it.
He said he was 57 years old, just point blank, 57 years old and lonely as hell, and he a hater.
It went to him and Whitlock, Jason Whitlock.
Yeah.
To both of them.
Yeah, he did. I mean, man, Alexis got off. He said he was 57 years old, lonely, and he a hater. Now, I'm gonna say this right here. I don't think you should. It's okay. Everybody got opinion, which is, we talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody have opinion, right? My opinion on that, right, is I don't think you should get into talking about her specifically about that, because he went as far as to say that she was doing the Crip walk and her sister was killed by a Crip, right? So what does that have to do with her doing the Crip walk?
And what people don't understand, like, they call it the Crip walk, but Bloods do it too.
Yeah.
And in California, that's their culture.
That's it.
Regular people do it too. And people always try to stigmatize and put stuff on something when they don't understand.
It comes from Compton. Ain't she from Compton?
Yes.
Yeah. So, that's the thing. And I often hear Stephen A. say, man, I love my sister Karma.
Yeah.
Because, everybody know her name, Karma, right? And I was talking to a couple of people, male versus female and what had to be said, right? Mm-hmm. Well, both of them said the same thing, right? Stephen A. should really, back off, because he talked about lots of females in a negative way, He should back off that, really, because he don't want nobody to talk about his sister in a negative way, right? Yeah. So back off of it. My opinion, I had high expectations of him. I had high, respect for him, right? Yeah. But my respect for him now is like at a zero. Yeah. Because my opinion of him is he an old, loudmouth, lonely man. That's my opinion.
And a lot of athletes be complaining about him. I'm like, oh man, y'all in your feelings. Right. But I'm starting to see that now.
Right, exactly.
And to double back on Serena, right. When she won Wimbledon, I think it was 17 or 18, right. She did the Crip walk. Right. She did that. Yeah. And she caught so much negative flack and they threw her under the bus like she wasn't nothing. And now this is the biggest stage. Kendrick team called her and like, we've been trying to do something with you. So this is the perfect time for it. So you think she gonna say no?
Right. I mean, it's twofold, right? One of the things is, right, you're on the big stage, right? Yes. Second thing is you can get back at Trey Hair, do it, because he been talking about her, in songs and everything. And if a person, have you ever had a female that y'all split or whatever, and she continued to talk about you in a negative light? Man, I'm a player
from the Himalayas, man. It's happening all the time, man.
Yeah. You do?
Used to. I'm married now. Oh, yeah. In my past, man, I'm a player, man.
Oh, yeah. I ain't never had that. When we went our way, you went that way, I went that way. And guess what? That was the end of that. I ain't got nothing negative to say about you. And I hope you don't have nothing negative to say about me, because it's negative energy, right? Yeah. So, and if something like that does happen, that means Drake's still thinking about it. He must be still in love with her.
This girl got married, got 2 kids. She ain't stunting you.
So why are you talking about it?
And you gonna talk about a husband, a man, you don't even know who this man is. Hey, and the comments going crazy now. Everybody on social media, that's all they talking about. Yeah. That's all they talking about.
Yeah,
Hey, hurt dog will holler. You gotta have a deeper bark, man. I tell you about that. You sound like a little house dog.
Hey, that's what he sound like.
No, voice,
he barking at. He barking at Serena.
Oh, yeah, that's how he sound.
See, that's what I'm saying. He barking at Serena.
Now you sound like Riley. Cut that out, man.
Cause he crying.
You sound like Riley. Cut that out. Y'all be in there hollering together.
But yeah, on a serious note, man, that's, man, cut it out.
And it's old. Like they dated in 11 to 15?
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's old. Man, but everybody try to stick everything together.
Why does social media and everybody have to go back to, they crashing on something that's old, right? They crashing on something that really don't make sense.
Makes sense, yeah. You think Stephen A. just be trying to get clicks and stuff?
Yeah, he's trying to, get the bag and stay on top of it, because he gonna be a 70-year-old lonely man, so probably gonna be 80 lonely. Yeah, what do the lonely do at Christmas. At Stephen A.
Don't quit your day job, man. Don't quit your day job.
Well,
Trying to be Gladys Knight,
Gladys
Knight and the Pips, man.
You
Cut that
know,
shit
right,
out, man.
now, but yeah, serious, man. I think that's too much hate.
And even if you didn't like it, whatever, just say that. Don't be,
Right.
If I was a husband, you ain't gotta say all that. Just say, well, the performance she did, I didn't like it, and move on from that.
And move on.
You're supposed to be analyzing sports. What are you talking about her for anyway?
So that performance deserve a divorce.
Yeah, get out of here, man. You ain't even married. How you gonna tell somebody
That's
what you would do?
that's
If
the
I
thing,
was
right?
if I was married, I would do. You don't know because you ain't married.
Matter of fact, have you ever seen it with a lady?
Hey man, that's the question I asked you a couple years ago. They say he has 2 daughters. I heard that.
You can pay for anything.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
What you trying to say, man? What you mean? Hey, man, say what's on your chest.
I ain't saying that. I just asked the question.
Say what's on your chest, man.
No, I'm just asking the question.
What you think, man?
You know, somebody asked the question. You know,
Okay.
What you think?
Hey, man, my name is Michael Bennett, and I'm not in it.
Well, okay. Yeah, you know, hey. I'm on the west side. I don't mess with that mess, you know. So.
Are you trying to rhyme, man? You been practicing? Oh, shit.
Hey. Man, stick to the script, man. Come on, let's go. You know, we gotta, but you know what? As I read that article, he was right, man. You know, certain things you don't say about another man. We talked about that on 4 episodes ago, something like that. You don't talk about another man's wife.
And not to that point. Like, you could have just said you didn't like it, who the one and third. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. But the way you going into depth about it, then you go back. You know, he reposted some stuff saying, trying to apologize. I was just joking. You ran that? I was just joking. I really didn't mean that. You people are taking it too far. That's him. Him saying that.
That's what he always do. You know, say people taking it too far, right? First of all, you know, ESPN should be getting a discount with him, honestly. Because the dude, he always talking loud. That's how he talk over everybody. You know, he be screaming, talk over everybody. From what I see, his knowledge, you know, you got more knowledge than he do, and that's real. You know, he get his money by screaming and hollering, man. You know, screaming. You scream and holler at your guests, they gonna be like, damn, man, I don't want to say nothing. You know, man, this dude right here, look, he off the chain. I see sometimes, you look at Ryan's face sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
He be like, look at Dan Orlovsky's face sometimes. And then Swagoo be like, man, come on, dog.
Oh, yeah, Swagoo.
Yeah.
Swagoo shaking up.
Even Shannon be like, you know, he adjust his glasses. I was like, yeah. He'll say something.
Him and JJ Redick used to go at it though.
Oh yeah. Well, JJ wasn't letting him get away with it. He wasn't letting him get away with it.
He held his feet to the fire.
It's a couple of JJ don't let him get away with it, and what's that other dude, man? Bark don't let him get away with it. But it's another guy on the radio.
Big play linebacker for the Jets.
Yeah. What's that guy name? Not Bart Scott, but it's another guy. Man, I forget his name. He don't let him get away with nothing at all. But I noticed, right? This one thing I noticed, right?
What's that?
If a Rex Ryan is on there, you know, he have tried a couple of more people, right? But like Rex Ryan and those guys, man, Herm, man, he be like listening. Cause he know, man, them boys eat his lunch, man. Man, Herm, you listen to Herm Edwards, man. Herm is real knowledge. He got a whole lot of knowledge. You know, Rex Ryan, man, but they've been around the game a long time. So you can't put the wolves on ours. You know, but you know, just going back to that, I think is, you know, just disrespectful, you know. And Drake very disrespectful too, right? You know, what you got to make a song about ex, you know.
Yeah, like y'all not even socializing or nothing. Y'all don't y'all have 2 different lives.
Right, exactly.
Y'all done both moved, or you didn't move on, but she did.
But even though Kendrick told him, man, stop it. Man, leave it alone.
You like that word, man. I cut it out.
Man, I said, did he really say that? You know, I was like, man. Then he said they might sue or something in the half.
Yeah, he said they like to sue. Yeah.
They like to sue.
He was teasing that he wasn't gonna drop it yet, but he ended up playing it. That's what the crowd wanted, though. They was waiting on that.
I don't think he'd come that far and not do that.
No, he couldn't. That's what everybody wanted.
No, you know, everybody like you know.
He just won a Grammy off of that song. Yeah. You gotta drop it. There was a lot of people was giving it a lot of negative flack too. Mm-hmm. But some people said what they had to do that to go back and rewatch it. and see what the message was, because a lot of people missed it.
Right.
Because they were used to somebody on stage being half naked, shaking voodoo in the third. They wanted to party. But when you go back and look at it, because I had to do that too. I went back and looked at it. I'm like, man, that was powerful, man.
Right.
It was a strong message.
Well, he had lots of messages in his lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Lots of, if you just listen to him, right? You know, and I didn't know that till you told me about that, right?
Yeah.
I started really listening, you know, to his lyrics. He had a lot of strong messages in. Man, you can't have every Super Bowl show. All of them not supposed to be the same.
Nah.
You know, I mean, you got to have some difference, man. Because if you're gonna have the same thing, then just let one person do it all the time.
All the time,
right?
yeah.
You
True.
know, yeah, you know.
True.
So no, it can't do it. But my thing, I'm a fan of females, right? And my thing is, I ain't disrespecting no female or no male in that case in no type of way, right? If I'm gonna say something, you know, whatever I can say behind your back, I can say it in your face.
Yeah.
Whatever I can say in your face, cause I already said it, then I can say it behind your back.
Yeah,
right?
real.
You know,
That's real. That's real.
You know. So that's what it is. You know. So, man, we have came to the last call, buddy.
Oh, is that time already?
Man,
bro?
already.
Time so flying by, man.
Wow,
Hey, and
this
before
job-
we
this
get out of
right
here,
right there.
hey, look, New Orleans new head coach, do your thing, baby. You know, I sent you the picture.
Y'all, you know
I
what?
sent you the picture. You remember?
Y'all, this year, y'all may win one game.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, but maybe
so we
one
get our
day.
quarterback. So we get our quarterback.
Yeah, because y'all sure ain't gonna do it in the car. But you know,
No.
but to say that, right, I think that's a good move. I think that goes.
We need somebody outside the building.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
All right, peeps, thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all get on YouTube. Y'all subscribe. Y'all like, get them comments. Set up your account on YouTube, because we get a lot of views, but we need more subscribers. So y'all show your boys some love.
Yeah, say it. You know, Inside the Real Room podcast, where we bring it to you real, baby. And we out.
Peace.
It's gone.
There you go with the goofiest hand slap, man. She gonna do it again. You gonna have it again. Yo, boom, boom, boom. Your shenanigans, man.
Man, you gotta have,
How's it going,
you gotta
man?
have something. Yes,
That's
sir.
good.